This is gonna be a really fucking late reply to Paul's video. Um, I hadn't seen it until today, which is weird because I was pretty sure I saw a lot of his videos. Um, Awkward situations, man. I've had tons of them because my friends are idiots, and a lot of them have caused me to have extremely socially awkward situations. Not to mention, I'm also the kind of guy who does sometimes create awkward situations because when I get nervous, I have this thing where I can't stop talking, and what comes out of my mouth is basically the same equivalent to when I'm lying, which is the worst lies you've ever heard. There could be something like you could simply lie like, "Oh, I was at the fucking my car broke down," or something like that, and I'd just be like, "It's crazy, this fucking cat came out of nowhere, jumped in the car, and it was attacking me," shit like that. It's like that's why I just try not to lie. Just try to tell the truth as much as I can. Um Anyways, socially awkward situations. I got a doozy. This is doubly worse because I had to live with the person that um was part of the socially awkward situation, as in my friend who created the situation, me, and my mom. And I was living with my mom at the time. This was like, I don't know, maybe a year ago, or like 6, 7 months, somewhere around there. But I have this friend. I hope he watches this fucking video because he needs to know this. I have this friend named Danny, and he's a little uh, socially, I wouldn't say inept, but he just sometimes he doesn't realize where he is or who's around him, you know. And he just says pretty weird fucking shit. But anyways, I'm living with my mom, and I'm like, "Ma, can we go pick Danny up? We're gonna go over to Mike's house." And she's like, "Yeah, whatever." So driving to Danny's house, pick Danny up. Danny's in the car. First, first thing he does. It wasn't just one awkward thing. It was a string of awkward things. The first awkward thing he did was whip out a cigarette case, um, open it, and what popped out of the cigarette case was a chunk of weed. It popped out of the cigarette case, fell on the seat of my car, and Danny goes, "Whoops!" Fucking picks it up, stuffs it back in there. He's looking for grains, gets them. That's awkward because what if my mom fucking sees it? You can obviously smell weed, whatever. So, um, closes it, puts it back in his bag, whatever he has there, and then he says, we're talking for a little bit, and then we get into the subject of, I don't know how this fucking came up again with my mom in the car. Um, he's talking about shrooms with my mom in the car, and he's like, this is probably a direct quote, maybe a little bit off, but he said, "Shrooms, I pick them. They're hard to, pick the ones that are good, the good ones that won't fuck you up, and the Liberty caps are shit, and, stuff like that, like regular, like when you're with your friends, fucking random drug talking shit." And my mom's sitting there, and I'm sitting in the back seat, like, looking at Danny, like, really, dude, come on. And he notices the look that I'm giving him about it being awkward, and decides to soften the drug talk, the hallucinogen talk in front of my mom by saying, "Oh, but I would never give Brandon any unless he wanted some and he was with me." And I was like, "No, no, come on, Danny. Oh, Jesus Christ. No." So that's one of my socially awkward situations. Uh, I've also had socially awkward situations from myself, which I mentioned earlier. Which one? Uh, this one I'm really fucking ashamed of. I made an abortion joke in front of someone who had an abortion, and I had no idea that they had an abortion. Um, it was pretty much the most mortifying thing that could ever happen to anybody. I would way rather get someone's gender wrong. Like if I met a girl who looked like a dude, I'd rather say "What's up, man?" or something like that, because you can recover from that somehow, or if not, just walk away. But you can't really recover from doing an abortion joke about someone who had an abortion. So yeah, those are my awkward things. Also, I would like to mention that we have a new addition to the family. This right here is Louie. Lou Dog. Named him after Louis C.K. Um, he's an adorable little terrier. He's very obedient. Um, he's just staring at me, and I'm not sure why. He's six, I think he's 6 years old, but he's an adorable little forever puppy dog. So awkward situations and my dog. Can't get much better than that.